Sqwad 165.
Been a while since we've stepped on the ark, hasn't it?
Yeah. At least the Noah's Ark has not been so plugged in yet.
True. Oh, I gotta share the screen. Share the screen. Right
I gotta look at the card. It's basically 10 matches, but with 2 of them being dark matches.
And
the
we're
dark
coming
matches
live.
started around 2:30.
Coming live from the Intex Osaka Hall 5 in Osaka, Japan. So let's kick it off. Let's get down here with an 8-person tag match. Team Noah of Atsushi Kotoge, Mohammed Yone, Hiei69, and Hajime Ohara against Young Boys Katsumi Inahata, Yuto Koyanagi, Hiroto Tsuruya, and Aoi Takahashi. Yeah, the kids are cannon fodder in this one.
Yeah, pretty much. They stand no chance against Kotoge's team.
So Team Noah it is.
Yeah. Next up, we have another tag dark match, but it's a tag match this time. Tetsuya Endoh and HAYATA versus RYUSEI and Black Mensore.
Let's go with the White Raven Squad. I give this to Endoh and HAYATA.
Fine by me. I'll do the same. Now with the dark matches gone, now the main card begins.
Here's an interesting cross-promotional matchup for the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Titles. The champions, Dragon Bane and Alejandro, defend against Dragon Gate's Jacky, Kamei, and Riiita.
If anything, it's going to be some intense high-flying action.
But if you're Bane and Alejandro, you got to keep the belts in the company at all costs. You do not want these getting shanghaied and being taken through the gates.
I'd say let Dragons Bane and Alejandro retain. Anything's possible by this point, but I'm picking them.
Agreed.
And this one is going to be... Who thought this was a good idea? A 5-minute Smack the Beast match. Yoshiki Inamura versus Kazuyuki Fujita. 5 minutes.
I think this is mostly because Fujita's probably going to hang it up soon. I don't know. Or he's basically testing Inamura for how much stronger he is than Fujita. I don't know the point behind this. Maybe just to show how far Inamura has come. But if Old Ironhead's going to deal with Mr. Smack Daddy, it's not happening here. At worst, he loses. At best, this goes to a draw because of the short time limit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it goes to a draw.
I see. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up in a draw.
Who you pick? What are you picking then?
That's going to be the toughest decision I've ever had to deal with. I'm going to pick Inamura.
Fair enough. Next up, a 7-way ladder match to determine who gets into the N1 victory. Tadasuke, Alpha Wolf, and Jun Masaoka of Team 2000X take on Daiki Odashima, Amaxa, and Kid Lycos 1 and 2 of the Lycos Gym. Under normal conditions with a ladder match, it's meant to be every man for himself. But when you have 3 members of Team 2000X, you know they're going to try to beat everyone down until it comes down to 3 of them, and 2 of them are going to just throw the match. I mean, the goal here, climb up a ladder and grab a briefcase that has a ticket to the N1 victory inside. But then again, I don't know what's the prize hanging above the ring. But whoever wins basically gets an open spot in the number 1 victory come September.
This is a tough one because they're like 7 men, and whoever wins is going to get a shot at taking part in the N1.
And out of the 7, I'm going to say Alpha Wolf.
I'm picking Masaoka.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, I'd rather do something unexpected. And now next up on our list is the GHC Heavyweight Championship Next Challenger Deciding Match. I'm just going to call it a number 1 contenders match for the GHC Heavyweight title. You have Tetsuya Naito versus Kaito Kiyomiya.
The leader of the new faction on the block, Los Tranquilos de Japón, the easygoers, against the leader of All Rebellion, which is basically just down to a trio at this point. But Kiyomiya has shown a much slightly darker, more aggressive side to him lately. He's gone back to his original gear, into his original, more blackened gear as opposed to this red one that he's been red and white gimmick that he's been wearing for the past 2 years. But can he prove he is the Noah ace, or will Naito usurp him? I mean, at this point, Naito is legally blind when it comes to his wrestling skill, his ability to see in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But he has found more than many ways to compensate for the issues. But if Naito wants to get GHC gold, tranquilo, asenayo, Naito wins, in my view. Who are you taking?
I'm picking Kiyomiya.
Fair enough. For the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship, Eita defends against Bushi. I mean, Bushi is a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Let me see if he's won other titles outside of that.
Mm-hmm. Who are you going to pick for this one? Because this might be a really interesting one, especially since this is the 60-second champion second defense.
Okay, so Bushi never won the All Japan World Junior title. Okay. Had to get that cleared up. And with the resume Bushi has compared to what Eita's got, it's going to be tricky. And I thought Bushi was pretty content moving up to heavyweight when he and Naito jumped ship back in the winter, or from New Japan to Noah, and became GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. But having said that, between this, I am going to say these two. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Bushi poison Miss Eita in the face and steals the title. And said, "Oh, Bushi."
You're giving it to Bushi?
Yes.
My pick will be on Eita. He will retain. Unless he ends up, getting missed and ends up losing. That's my vote. I'm picking Eita on this.
Fair enough.
Now for the GHC Tag Team Championships. Manabu Seiya and Yuki Ino versus Masa Kitamiya and Takahashi Sugura.
Passionate Retells against Team 2000X. I was surprised when Soya announced Yuki Ino as his tag partner for Global Tag League back in May. Something that we didn't cover because at that point I was starting to, with all the redundant naming schemes for every show and the same repetitive locations for Noah, I didn't see any point in us doing them.
There was no point. I mean, it's starting to get real messy real fast. And Seiya and Io are champions, which means that this is their first title defense.
Right. For Soya and Io, this is going to be, it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, just the haircuts alone made it difficult to tell which one of them was which.
Why does this remind me of how the Legion of Doom used to be like this back in the day?
Except Hawk had drinking issues.
Hawk wasn't just had drinking issues. He was just uncontrollable. Also didn't help that, I believe that Animal was essentially the voice of reason, whereas Hawk was the more uncontrolled sort. Gotta rest both their souls.
True. And in any case, and then after Ino and Soya won the titles, Kiyomiya and Sugura attacked them. And recently at a house show, Kiyomiya and Sugura destroyed the Global Tag League trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about ultimate form of disrespect. But
what are you going to pick for this one?
Then again, disrespect has always been the modus operandi of Team 2000X. To hell with it. I say Kitamiya and Sugura get the belts back.
I will probably pick them as well. Now for the semi-main.
For the GHC national title, in his third defense, Naomichi Marufuji defends against Keno, who openly challenged him to a respectable one-on-one fight. Keno, no stranger to this belt. He won it twice during the pandemic. and had one of the longer reigns with the championship before dropping it but he hasn't tasted the red strap since late January of 2022 when he dropped it at a Yokohama Radiant Hall event to Masakatsu Funaki. That same night, ironically enough, that same day, ironically enough, Funaki left the faction he was a part of that was run by Marufuji, known as the M's Alliance or Marufuji Alliance, which consisted of Marufuji, Keiji Muto, Masato Tanaka, Funaki himself, and Masaki Mochizuki, and joined Kongo, which was Keno's faction at the time, which consisted of Keno himself, Alejandro, Aksa, Hiroki, Tadasuke, Soya. And Soya at the time. Soya and Katsuhiko Nakajima. They would add Hajime Ohara to the ranks later in the year after Alejandro got kicked out for getting mad at his brother Kai Fujimura constantly getting attacked by Tadasuke. And as far as I know, there have been no 3-time GHC national champions. Let's see if I'm right on that. No, there have not. The most we've seen by any wrestler and know to hold it is 2, which has been done 3 times by Segura, Keno, and Manabu Soya. Keno has the 3rd longest cumulative amount of time with the belt, 299 days over 9 combined defenses.
That's insane. That's quite a repertoire.
The problem, again, with Keno's run was, again, it was during COVID, no verbal cheers. He got off Nakajima on August 4th, 2020, held it until March 2021 when he dropped it to Kazuyuki Fujita, who dropped it a month later to Takahashi Sugiura, who dropped it almost 6 months later to Mochizuki, and then 2 weeks later, Keno got back from Mochizuki, but he only held it for about 2.5 months. Longest individual reign, on the other hand, that belongs to El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. from November 10th, 2022 to late October of 2023 when he dropped it to Jack Morris. I'm going to give, as much as I would want Keno to get the belt back, I'm not sure if he'll get it. He will get it back. I'm going to play this safe and get the win to Marufuji.
I'm also giving it to Marufuji because we don't even know what's going to happen. We don't even know if the Fisky will end up winning it or something like that. But now it's come to this, the main event. For the GHC Heavyweight Championship, the champion Shane Haste in his 3rd title defense against the challenger, Ozawa.
As we all know how bad of a time Noah had trying to get the belt off Ozawa last year, holding it until from Noah's New Year up until he dropped it around this time last year to Keno, who then dropped it a day later to Kenta, which I found stupid. But regardless. And then, of course, Ozawa competes in the N1 victory last year, and he ends up blowing his knee out. Which puts him on the shelf for months. Then he comes back. And by the time he has come back, Team 2000X has been in a bit of disarray. But how does he help with the rebound here? I don't know. Does he become 2-time? Now, is there much plot involved when both these men get the N1 victory in separate blocks? And Haste is the man with the target on his back, i.e. the one with the GHC heavyweight title? No. Is there any with Ozawa holding it? because everyone wants him dead, and you know that basically Team 2000X is Noah's version of the House of Torture, that you want Team 2000X eradicated, that you want Ozawa to get his comeuppance. Yes. On that logic alone, as much as I don't want Hayes to drop the belt after just 2 months, he might as well have to. I'm giving this Ozawa's walking into Osaka as challenger, but he's walking out once again the GHC heavyweight champion. Where do you stand?
It's a tough one. As much as I want Shane Hayes to win, I don't really know how this is going to turn out. I'm just going to play it safe, and I'll just pick Shane Hayes.
Fair enough. That's it for tonight's episode of the MegaMets. We'll be back next weekend to do predictions of AEW Revolution 2026. I mean, AEW Redemption, Redemption. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. And then shortly after that, we got to do a SummerSlam. Comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channels, the Sports Jedi and the Sports Jedi Media Network. We are the MegaMets Podcast. He's Mega Man NG. I'm Mets2128. Goodbye. Good night. Bang. And may the sports be with you always.
That's pretty fitting. I'll see you then for the next.
Later.